At the end of the Clone Wars TV series Season 5 premiere, following Obi-Wan and Adi Gallia's skirmish with Maul and Savage Opress on the planet of Florum, we see Supreme Chancellor Palpatine telling Yoda, Mace Windu, Anakin, and Obi-Wan that their concerns about Maul's return were unfounded. The Republic was at war with the Separatists in a galactic conflict, and since he was no direct threat to the Republic, it was merely a personal matter of Obi-Wan's, and not something that should concern the Senate or interrupt their focus on the war. Thus, he wanted the Jedi to redirect their efforts on stopping Dooku and ending the Clone War. While Yoda concluded they would listen to the Supreme Chancellor and only concern themselves with Maul if he emerged again, the episode ends with Palpatine grinning ominously, suggesting Maul's return was really not that much of a concern for him, and he had a plan for his former apprentice, which would come to fruition later in the season. But this confidence stands in stark contrast to Palpatine's reaction when he learned that Darth Maul survived his defeat on Naboo a decade earlier for the first time. Uncharacteristically, Palpatine, Dark Lord of the Sith, whose machinations were pushing the Sith towards their grand plan, was literally stunned into silence and shaken when the truth was revealed by none other than Anakin Skywalker. Following Obi-Wan and Ventress's escape from Maul and Savage during their duel above the planet of Rhydania, as seen in the Season 4 finale of the Clone Wars, they fled to Otor's Hub, a black market way station in the Outer Rim. Here, Obi-Wan would meet up with Commander Cody and other Republic clone troopers. As Yoda and the Council understood it, Maul had joined forces with Dooku's former apprentice, Savage Opress, and as Mace concluded, a Jedi task force was needed to capture all of the Sith immediately. At this, Jedi Master Plo Koon agreed to join Obi-Wan in his search, suggesting a few Jedi who would be useful for the mission. Therefore, Master Plo put together a task force and began locating the two supposed Sith Lords. The task force, comprised of Jedi and clone troopers and led by Master Plo, eventually tracked Maul and Savage to Yellowblade's Landing, an ice-covered world within the Mid-Rim, after the two brothers attacked and annihilated a gang of pirates within a cantina. Eventually, the task force would find and confront the two within a cave, but demonstrating their power, Maul and Savage were able to escape, but not before Maul cut down Jedi Master Grotto, with a number of clones also not making it through the battle. After having the casualties evacuated, Master Plo ordered the task force would continue its mission, believing there was a possibility Maul and Savage could seek out the Mid-Rim planet of Pleam's Nexus. Although Obi-Wan had been severely injured after being force-choked by Maul, he wanted to continue with the task force. However, with Plo recognizing that as injured as he was, he would only put them all at risk, Obi-Wan agreed to rest, but he would get reinforcements, having in mind Anakin Skywalker. Now part of the Jedi team hunting Maul and Savage, Anakin traveled to meet Supreme Chancellor Palpatine in the Republic Executive Building, surprising the Chancellor by being so early for the Senate War Rally that would be held that day. But Anakin informed Palpatine he wouldn't be attending the rally, as he'd been called away to assist a Jedi task force to catch who Anakin simply referred to at that point, a Sith Lord. Playing his Supreme Chancellor alter ego perfectly, Palpatine simply insisted Anakin leave straight away and forget about the rally, stating it was crucial that Count Dooku be brought to justice in order to end the Clone War, assuming that Anakin had been speaking about the Separatist leader. Anakin then revealed something that caught Palpatine completely unprepared. The Sith Lord they were hunting wasn't Dooku, but the Sith they encountered on Naboo a decade earlier, Darth Maul. Upon hearing the name from Anakin, we see a rare example of Palpatine's usual confidence come crashing down, stunned into silence when hearing the name of his former apprentice. As seen in the Darth Plagueis novel, when Palpatine arrived on his homeworld after the Battle of Naboo seen in Episode 1, after learning of Darth Maul's defeat to Obi-Wan, he believed it was this event that caused him to experience a profound sense of loss and solitude following the death of his master Plagueis. Palpatine, like the Jedi, believed Maul was dead. When pressed for a response by Anakin, Palpatine collected himself and turned to get further confirmation from the Jedi, asking Anakin if he was certain given the events of Naboo a decade earlier. Anakin left no doubt that it was Maul, explaining he'd already killed one Jedi and injured a number of others. Demonstrating that even at this point, Palpatine had his own plans for Maul and didn't want any Jedi intervention, the Chancellor told Anakin that given the Republic was fighting a galactic war, he couldn't justify using such a significant amount of resources to hunt down one rogue assassin, a Sith who Palpatine noted should already be dead. Of course, not yet knowing Palpatine's true identity, Anakin told the Chancellor the Sith shouldn't be underestimated, and Maul must have found some way to use the Force to keep himself alive. When Palpatine asked if the believed return of Maul might simply be a theory conjured by the Jedi through their own paranoia that their ancient enemy was returning, Anakin again confirmed the Council had no intention of that, and Dooku proved the Sith were already present within the galaxy. For Anakin, Maul returned for what all Sith wanted: fame, fortune, and power. And with that, Palpatine merely told Anakin that he might just have to start studying the Sith so he could better understand their threat, saying goodbye to the Jedi by telling him to be careful of Maul. Palpatine's confidence on the matter would return when he was briefed about Maul in the Season 5 Clone Wars premiere, by then having had time to process Maul's return and clearly having formulated his own plan to deal with his former apprentice. So there we have it, how Palpatine learned Darth Maul survived from Anakin for the first time, and his reaction. Thank you very much to all of the Patreon members of Star Wars Reading Club, as your support is so greatly appreciated. You can find all of our social media links and a link to our Star Wars gaming channel in the description below, for updates and even more Star Wars content. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions. Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. If not for me, for becoming your own task force.